So I am sort of planning my TBR for the Biblio games, and I'm starting to make lists, and nothing's really official, but um, I'm kind of just getting a vibe for what I might want to read so that I've always got something ready. So last night I was going through and making a list off of the books on Hoopla that I might be interested in. I have been not, I haven't rented anything, I haven't borrowed anything from Hoopla throughout the month of May because I figure on the last day of May I can check out 6 titles and then I'll have 6 more in June, so that's 12 titles I can check out for free. So I'm pretty excited. I'm making a list of possibilities for that. Yeah, and I figure I'll also just kind of talk about some of the physical books I'm looking at possibly reading and just share that with you all. So this is my Hoopla list so far. There's not a whole lot there. And I'm thinking I'll probably get to one of my short story books, or maybe a couple. Not necessarily to read the whole thing, but just to kind of start in on some of them. And you don't have to finish a book for the pages to count. You just have to track the pages and how many there are. I also am thinking I'm going to reread Lock and Key. I love Lock and Key so much. If you haven't read it, then man, you really should. And I've got a number of other titles here that I am interested in checking out. I also, what else was I looking at? I'm thinking about a couple of my kids books, some picture books. I've got a number of those. And this House of Night series, these ones here, they're available on Hoopla, those 2 titles, and those are the last 2, aside from this fledgling handbook that I also have. I've been reading that series since I was like 17, so it's been 11 years now, and as I got older, I started liking it less, and at this point, I just need to finish it. I also really want to read some more manga. I've got a bunch. I got some more. There's more behind all of these. You can maybe see in the background. Who knows? But I also want to get to some poetry. Who knows? I say who knows a lot because apparently it's not me. But I want to read some of these. Maybe not the whole books, but at least some poems. I'm kind of just planning to dabble. I've got a lot of novels that I'm interested in checking out. I don't remember which ones I was looking at specifically, but I've got a bunch. So, yeah, okay, bye. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna start reading Friday night once midnight hits and becomes Saturday, or if I'm gonna go to sleep hella early and then wake up hella early and read. So, yeah. I'm gonna start with Harry Potter though, because I'm buddy reading that, and we're starting on the 1st. So, yeah, that's my update. I'm just sitting here. I mean, I'm not just sitting here. I just sat down with my beer. Which is really good, by the way. Anyway, that's all for now. Alright, completely and totally sober decision being made right now. You all vote in these 2 cubes. I'm going to zoom in a little so you can see some of the titles. Besides the 3 novel adaptations, which of these should I read in June? I'm already planning on rereading Lock and Key, and I very recently read Chew, semi-recently read Afar, and I've read the first 2 volumes in the Fable series. But aside from those and the 3 novel adaptations, which of these books should I read for the Biblio games? Which ones? Or which one? The one with the most comments by, let's say 7 days after whenever I post this video. Whichever one gets the most comments 7 days after I post this video, I will read it in June for the Biblio games. Somebody choose one of my comics or art books. Make a decision. Make me do things. Please and thank you. Alright, so it's 11 p.m. on May 31st, and the BookTube games starts in my time zone in an hour. I was gonna try to stay up for it, but I think I might go to sleep soon, honestly, and just wake up early and start then, because I don't do so well when I'm tired, and I just won't focus on anything, so better get some quality sleep. But I wanted to check in. I looked at the pages for the books that I'm going to keep reading that I haven't finished in May, that I'm going to carry into June. I was so close with this one. I'm just so tired. It's terrible. But for A Pocket History of Ireland, I'm on page 96. For Cloud Atlas, I'm on page 142. For The Two Towers, it's set up because all of the 3 books are like one book. So in the editions that I have, the page numbers continue in the second book from when the first left off. So I'm on page 492 of The Two Towers. And I'm on page 64 of the comic book story of Beer. And I don't know where I am on the selected works of T.S. Spivet, but it's over there. And I started a new workout yesterday and my legs hurt, so I just don't want to get up and go check. So yeah, so I'll read those and count the pages from whatever pages I read in June. The first book that I'm going to be starting when I wake up is, well, actually, when I wake up, I'm probably going to throw on an audiobook as I'm getting ready and whatever. But I'm going to sit down and start reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I have not read this book in 10 years. 10 years. I read this when I was 18 last. And so I'm really excited to dig into it again. I am buddy reading this with Eliza. Please let me know if I'm saying your name right. And Caitlin. And we are buddy reading this. They probably started already. Most of them. I'm very excited. So I'm going to start this. We're going to do 3 chapters a day. But yes, I'm very excited. And I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to wake up. And I'm going to read all the things. All of them. Every single one. So, yeah. I'm a very sleepy person. So, that's definitely a thing about me. But when I'm awake, I will do my best to always be reading at any given point. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. So, Night. Hey, so it is the morning of June 1st. Well, it's almost noonish now. I've been listening to some audiobooks as I've kind of gotten up, gotten ready, and I am now going to start my Harry Potter book. I'm very excited. It's very, very nostalgic for me. It's gonna be great. My hair's still wet and still looks stupid because it's still drying. Turns out I'm just not prepared to read the House of Night books. I just wanted to knock them out. Apparently, I mixed up the order. So I started reading the last book before reading the second to last book, which they don't have on Hoopla. So I'm going to go with a different audiobook for right now. Try to read that one at some point this month, and then hopefully finish the last one so that I won't have wasted 2 Hoopla borrows. So that's fun. Anyway, I have started reading Harry Potter. It's very comforting. I used to read Harry Potter all the time, and there's a lot going on in life right now. So they say that when you return to an old favorite, or when you reread something or rewatch something, that it actually comforts you. It's actually scientific. They've done studies that it provides comfort and stuff. It's a sense of familiarity. So this is actually sort of the perfect way to go into this month because there's a lot going on. So I'm very happy to be reading this. So I'm going to get back to it. Okay, bye. Hey, so it's Sunday, June 2nd, and I just finished the audiobook for The Hazelwood by Marissa Albert, I think is her name. And I'm about to read the next 3 chapters in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for my buddy read. And I think I'm going to try to knock out the rest of my, wow, my hair is a thing. I think I'm going to try to knock out the last couple pages of my pocket history of Ireland. I started this previously, but I just couldn't. I just didn't finish it before June. So I'm going to probably do that just so that I finish it and it's done. And then who knows? I'm also sort of trying to clean my apartment in between everything. So I might start another audiobook or a comic or a book of poetry or something, but or maybe something else I'm in the middle of. But yeah, that's so far today. So I just finished A Pocket History of Ireland, which I've been reading since March, I think. I only had 13 pages left, so I'm only counting 13 pages for the Biblio games. It wasn't everything that I'd hoped it would be. I've had this for a few years, and it was too specific. I kind of wanted an overall summary, and it was just going into all these details, and basically ends with a whole lot of doom and gloom for Ireland. This was written in like 1990 or 1989 or something. So yeah, so that was fun. It wasn't that fun. I'm probably going to unhaul this at some point. And I finished The Hazelwood, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was about fairy tales, essentially, and I'm about that life. Today, so far, I've also read Dragons Love Tacos, which is a kid's picture book. I gave it as a gift I went to my cousin's baby shower today, and I gave that gift, but I wanted to read it first, so I did. And it was delightful, and it was fun. And apparently dragons love tacos. So that's all delightful. I'm going to read some Harry Potter, get my next 3 chapters in for my buddy read, and I am going to possibly read some more, possibly start another audiobook, and work on cleaning my apartment a bit. Got some people coming over tomorrow, so yeah, that's my June 2nd so far.
Hey everybody, it's Shannon here. Just doing a quick vlog update. We are on day 3 of the Biblio games. And my ambitious ass just finished the Lord of the Rings series. So I started it about I think I started it yesterday. Yeah, I finished the Fellowship yesterday, and I kind of started the Two Towers. And then I basically got 3 hours of sleep because for some reason my body just didn't want to go to sleep. I think it's in competition mode. I don't know. So I just started the Return of the King as well. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I did the audiobooks, because I've tried reading it physically myself, like the books, and I just couldn't get into it. I just, like, kept putting it down or finding something else to read, so on and so forth, so I decided to try the audiobooks. Well, the audiobooks were definitely better. It definitely kept me more entertained, if only it wasn't for the singing. Because let me tell you, this dude yodeled, and it was terrible. I wanted to, like, scratch my ears out anytime they sang a song. But besides that, it was pretty good until I got to the last book. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read them, don't watch this. I just felt like the ending just dragged on. Like, when I looked at it at the audiobook, it was like 54%. And they threw the ring in the thing. I'm like, what else is left on this audiobook? Well, it turned out like the last like 10% of it was like all like essays he wrote about the characters and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't listen to that because it wasn't the story. So I definitely looked around to try and find the pages without that. But yeah, so day 3, I've finished 5 books. I haven't added up all my totals, but the first day was 516, second day 523, and then, you know, with the Two Towers and the Return of the King, it came out to 784. So, go Team Villain! Woohoo!
Hey everyone. So on June 3rd, I started Origin by Dan Brown. I've read a couple of his other books, such as Da Vinci Code and Inferno, which I really liked. Well, I'm halfway through right now, and not a lot is happening yet. I'm kind of waiting for something to unravel, which I think is kind of weird for Dan Brown, because something always happens in every short chapter of his. But so far, it's good. It's interesting. It's kind of like where we came from and where are we headed. A lot of AI, and he has like a Tesla, a lot of modern things too. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for it to start unraveling here. Here we go.
So here we are, day 8 of the Biblio games. Looking at myself, I look really exhausted and kind of look like crap, but, well, I can't stop reading. I'll just blame it on that. So I have so far completed 10 books. I'm in the middle of book 11. When I tallied up my totals so far, I'm a little bit over 4,200 pages. Here, I'll just show you it. So this is what I got so far. The pages. Yeah. And then here are the books I've read and challenges I've completed. Woohoo. I've only completed 1 so far. I'll probably end up using my book with the satisfying ending once I finish the Mortal Instrument books, because I know I like the ending. But then again, I don't really know if I want to use it for that, just because I've already read the series. So I might wait and see if I get a better ending with a book I haven't read yet. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of my update so far. See you later.
Hello. Nope. Here we go. Okay. Hey, everybody. So I'm just checking in. It's Saturday morning of the 8th of June, and I figured I would just kind of check in with where I'm at as of last night. So the first week of the games. So I finished 8 books in June so far, in the first week of the Biblio games. They are The Little Guys by Vera Brosgol, Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin, The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I really liked that one. A Pocket History of Ireland by Brendan O'Hear, Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress by Marissa Meyer, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Those are the books that I completed in that time frame. I didn't necessarily read all of them. A Pocket History of Ireland I had been reading. Yeah, that's the only one that I had been reading. So I just counted the pages that I read in June. I didn't count the whole book, obviously, because I had been reading it in previous months. But I wanted to finish it. It's kind of been in the works since March. So that I finished that one. I also read a couple pages of Hidden and Redeemed by PC Cast. I got them on audio, and they weren't the right books in the series. I want to finish it because I invested way too much into that story, so I have to finish it. And then I started reading The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros, and I'm loving it so far. I'll probably finish it today. I'll probably finish it on the 8th. Whoops, I forgot to add my 50 bonus pages for my buddy read. Oh boy. That's okay. I'm doing another buddy read. I'll count the other one that I'm doing. Because I buddy read Harry Potter with Eliza and Caitlin. They're delightful. Caitlin's reading it for the first time. She's never read Harry Potter, and I'm just enjoying her reactions. But Harry Potter is wonderful, and I enjoy it. I'm thinking of possibly trying to squeeze in either like Quidditch Through the Ages or Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because I have both of those books, like the Scholastic editions from the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it's from the late 90s. So back when I was a youngin'. As of June 7th, by the time I went to sleep June 7th, my total page count for Team Villain is 2,870 pages. So that's where I'm at presently. I also have, this is my page counter. I've been doing the total pages per day, but I wanted to fill this entire page, and I don't think I'm going to do that if after a full week I only have 2 lines because of the nature of the way that I'm doing it. Originally I was going to have each square be a certain number of pages, but then I didn't think I would have enough for my goal, so I did it this way, and now I have too much space. So I'm wondering, I mean, should I maybe do it by book? I think maybe I should do it by book. So that's week 1. If you're participating in the games, be sure to comment down below. Let me know what your progress is, especially if you're on Team Villain. Go Team Villain. And if you're on another team, you know, all the power to you. I hope you do well. And man, I need some more coffee. And yeah, just chat with me. Communicate with me a little bit. Share your thoughts. Tell me how you're doing. How's your day? How's your reading? How are your goals? Anyway, that's me. You all have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.